Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to have the second installment of my collection video, and this is my drugstore highlighters. And yeah, to start us off, I have this Gorgeous Glow by Collection. This is kind of like a blush highlight in one. You can kind of use it as anything really in that sort of case. I just use the top little bits there just to create a highlight, otherwise it's a bit too dark for me as I am pale. And yeah, it's a really nice affordable highlighter. Next we have this new one that I have, which is from 17, and this is the Instant Glow, and I only use these top two shades here because otherwise it's way too dark, very bronzy, but as you can see it is so super pigmented, and this only cost me a couple of pounds, so good for the money. And next up we have my Colourpop highlighters, and I have 5 Colourpop highlighters. And yeah, these are some of my favourite cream to powder highlighters. My best advice is to apply them with a with your finger and pat it on your cheeks, then go over with a brush. This is the shade Cheesecake, I believe, and it's just a super peachy highlight. Then we have, what's this one? I think this one was Show and Tell or something like that. And this is one of those really pretty champagne-y, pearly colours. And as you can see, these do hit pan really quickly if you use them a lot, because there's not much product in them, but as they still last quite a while. Like, I've had mine for a good 6 months or so. This is the shade Monster, and this one has like that duochrome reflect to it. It reflects like a pinky goldy colour, so pretty. Then I have this one, which is, I can't see, Lunch Money, and this is one of those really pretty like champagne gold colours, beautiful on the tops of the cheeks. And then lastly is my favourite one, which is Flexitarian, and this is literally the best highlight in the world. If you don't like metallic highlights, you won't like this. This is so metallic, but it is gorgeous. Next up we have these two e.l.f. These are like marketed as blushes, but I would class them as highlights. This one is not a highlight on me, but I also couldn't wear this as a blush because it's too shimmery, but it might make a nice highlight on darker skin tones. It's a very like peachy, bronzy, orangey colour. But this one here is really pretty, and a very subtle highlight if you're looking for a subtle highlight. Can be quite powdery, but as long as you just use it properly, it's fine. Then I have these 3 highlights here, which are from the drugstore section here in the UK. So I have this Makeup Revolution strobe highlighter, and this is beautiful if you want a really subtle highlight. This would be really nice for school, if you're just looking for like that inner glow, as they say. Then there's this MUA highlighter in Iridescent Gold. This is super pretty, again a little bit less natural, but super pretty, and wearable. And then lastly I have this Freedom highlighter, which is called Glow, and this is one of my favourite highlighters, I have to say. You have to use a very subtle hand because it is quite reflective, but if you really blend it out on the cheeks, it looks really beautiful. Then I have one of the Goddess of Love blushes, highlighters, from I Heart Makeup. Again, this is beautiful. Then I have all my cream highlighters. So I have this one here from Rimmel, the Good to Glow liquid highlighter. And I believe this is in Nottingham, I think. I could be wrong. Then we have Collection Speedy highlighter. I used this a lot when I first started out with highlighter, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't really use it much anymore because it doesn't really give off much pigment. But if you're starting out with makeup, definitely give it a look. And then I have the Gosh Lumi drops, and this has to be one of my favourite products. I mix this in with my foundation, but I also looks stunning as just like a cream highlighter. Really good product. Next up is palettes. So we have 4 palettes, and the first one is this Essence Light Up Your Face palette, and it's okay. I use the lighter shade. I don't really use the other 2 shades because they don't match my skin tone, but I got this in a beauty box. I wouldn't pick it up if it was like in the shop, but it's a nice product to have. Then I have, again, one of my favourite products. This is the Sleek Solstice highlighter kits palette, and I don't really use the cream highlighter. That's a bit crappy, to be honest. But the 3 powder highlighters are absolutely gorgeous in this palette, and it's so worth picking up if you can. It's really affordable and really worth the money. Then I have this e.l.f. highlighting palette, or illuminating palette, and this just has 4 shades in. These can be quite powdery, you do have to be very careful with them, but it's pretty, it's nice to have in my collection. And then lastly I have the Revolution Radiance palette, and this has 3 highlighters in, or illuminating powders. I used this so much when I first started out with makeup. I absolutely loved it. 2 of the shades aren't really for my skin tone, but that middle shade is absolutely beautiful, just as a pop of colour on the cheeks. So yeah guys, that was all of my drugstore highlighters. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to click that subscribe button. See you soon guys, bye!